everybody, we are sitting out here in the 7600. We have the Moco mower behind us, and we're out here at my place. We're cutting down second crop alfalfa. The alfalfa is about mid-flower stage, and this is right around the latest you want to cut it. So we're out here cutting it, and all this hay is going to be made into round bales. And Jamie asked me a couple minutes ago why we don't chop our hay and throw it up the silos. Well, we did chop hay about 2 years ago when we were still milking, and I've received this question a couple times within the last few weeks, so I figured I'd answer it. To get started back into chopping hay, we would have to go through and purchase a chopper, which, depending on the condition of one you get, there are really cheap ones out there for about $6,000. But to get a good one, it's going to cost you $20,000–$30,000. And then on top of that, you need at least 2 silage wagons that you can hook up and blow your silage into. And we already have the blower and everything to blow up into the silo. We just don't have those 3 pieces of equipment. And the way we've been going with our cattle, we don't really need to purchase a chopper because the feeding round bales like we are doing has been doing us pretty good, and we've been getting along pretty well. You know, if we start feeding cattle more intensely in the future, we're going to want to purchase a chopper and start feeding out of the silos again. But that's the reason that we haven't been chopping silage. Silage usually stores better over time. We're still feeding silage out of some of our silos from 2 years ago, and it's coming out just fine. Just as long as there isn't too many leaks in your harvester, you'll be just fine. So that should be about it. We better get going and finish these other 3 strips. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out my other videos, and I'll see you next time. Want to say bye, Jamie?
Bye.
Now this mower uses 2 SCVs. We have it hooked up to 1 and 2. What number 1 does is it raises and lowers the mower, and then the second SCV controls the hydro swing, and I can flip it out to whichever side I want it to be on, which is really handy. There's a 3rd SCV on this tractor, but it's not used for the mower. I've been having problems with the mower behind me in terms of using the full effective width of it, and it hasn't been tracking in the same spot because I'm used to driving along on a hillside, and it'll usually hang lower or higher on the hillside, so that you can kind of guess. You can look at the front of the tractor, you can guess on where the mower will actually be. Well, it changes depending on whether the ground is wet or if you're on a hillside or soil conditions. It's just a bunch of different things that can affect it. So I've been having problems with getting my spacing right and using the full effective width. Guy roll over. How can you like that? Someone died in that picture.
I'm cold-hearted.
What? Just hit your head again? Look at all those aphids. What the aphids do is they're all over the alfalfa, and they stick a sucker down into the leaf. They suck the juices out of the plant. What they usually do to test for soybean aphid, or alfalfa aphid, I guess, is they'll come through with the sweep, and depending on the height of the alfalfa, they have a certain threshold that says on whether or not you should spray for aphids. And yeah, this looks like a lot of bugs, but granted how much acres I've just covered, this is pretty normal. Now we're all done, ready to call her a day.